imagine standing across from her. Her lips are smiling. Her words are polite. But something in you wonders, is she actually into me? Now picture this. What if her body already gave you the answer? Before she ever said a single word. Most men walk blind into conversations, hanging on every sentence she speaks. But high-awareness men, they read what's unspoken, what her biology screams in silence. Women's bodies leak the truth, micro signals of attraction that can't be faked. Dilated pupils, that half-second mouth gaze, the subtle shift in posture when she stands a little taller around you. This isn't fantasy, it's hardwired instinct, refined over millions of years of evolution. And once you learn to spot it, you'll never doubt her interest again. Because while most men play the guessing game, you'll walk in reading her like a map. Not with manipulation, not with tricks, but with awareness. Masculine, precise, undeniable. If you've ever wasted months chasing women who seemed nice but weren't into you, this is where it ends. Her body will show you what her words won't. You just have to know where to look. And once you see it, you'll never unsee it. If this resonates, hit like, because the next 5 minutes will change how you read women forever. Coming up, why everything you've been told about attraction is dead wrong. You've been taught to listen to her, what she says, how she laughs, whether she calls you sweet. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Her words lie. Her biology doesn't. That's not a jab at women. It's a biological fact. Social survival taught her to be polite, agreeable, and non-confrontational. She learned to smile even when she's not interested, to laugh out of courtesy, to keep conversation smooth, even when her attraction is zero. But her body, it doesn't play politics. It operates on pure instinct. When she's genuinely aroused, her pupils dilate, her breathing changes. She leans in without realizing it. These are involuntary responses, triggered by the same system that makes your heart race when danger hits. And here's the twist most men never see. The woman who's just being nice can look exactly like the one who wants you, if you're only listening to her words. But if you're reading her autonomic nervous system, you'll see the difference instantly, huh? Because words can be edited. But biology broadcasts the truth in high definition. Seen this play out in your own life? Drop a comment below. We're building a tribe of men who refuse to be misled. Next, we break down the internal mechanism that reveals real female desire without a single word. Here's where things get primal. When a woman feels real sexual attraction, her body doesn't just hint at it. It reacts on autopilot. It's not something she scripts. It's something her nervous system unleashes. This system, it's called the autonomic nervous system, the same one that controls your heartbeat, breathing, pupil dilation. And when she's aroused, this system fires in very specific ways. Her pupils expand to draw in more of your face. Blood rushes to sensitive areas. Her voice lowers. Her breathing slows, but deepens. It's not random. It's evolution playing chess. Across thousands of generations, women who could signal attraction subtly, without risking public shame or social backlash, were more likely to reproduce with high-value men. So nature gave her a code, a series of tells that only the aware man can decode. You don't need to guess anymore. You just need to understand how her biology speaks. This isn't about reading signals like some dating gimmick. It's about understanding the hidden language of her nervous system. When her body goes into attraction mode, it tells you everything you need to know. If you're watching with the right lens, if you want to learn how to read that lens, stay locked in. What comes next is the myth that keeps men chasing ghost signals, because not all signals mean desire. And most men confuse the two. Let's tear down the illusion, because right now, you're being fed lies that cost you years. Myth 1. If she's nice, she must be into you. No. Nice is default. Nice is social armor. Nice means nothing unless her biology backs it. Myth 2. She laughed at your joke must be attraction. Wrong again. Most women are trained to laugh because politeness keeps conversation smooth and safe. That doesn't mean she's imagining your hands on her body. Myth 3. If she's friendly, she wants more. Not always. Friendliness might just mean you're easy to talk to, not that she wants to feel your breath on her neck. Here's the harsh truth. Women display one set of behaviors for social acceptance, and a completely different set for raw sexual interest. And if you can't tell the difference, you'll spend your life stuck in the friend zone. While other men, less funny, less polite, trigger her deepest instincts. Don't let charm fool you. Don't let fake smiles blind you. There's a line between politeness and lust, and it's not found in what she says. It's in what her body accidentally leaks. If this is waking something up in you, tap like. This kind of clarity is what rewires your radar. Next, I'll hand you the field test, the physical signs that never lie. All right, let's get tactical. Here's what to look for. If you want the truth, her words will never say. This is your field test. These signs are biological, automatic. She can't fake them. Stack 3 or more. You're in her orbit. Miss them, you're guessing in the dark. Sign 1. Pupil dilation. If her pupils are noticeably larger when she looks at you, even in bright settings, it's not random. It's arousal. Her body's trying to pull in more of your image. Sign 2. Mouth gazing. Watch her eyes. If they bounce from your eyes to your lips, she's mentally already there. Sign 3. Bedroom eyes. Half-lowered lids. Soft gaze. Pupils dilated. This isn't tiredness. It's instinct. Her body softening, opening, preparing. Sign 4. Proximity shift. She leans in, touches your arm, closes the gap without realizing it. She's closing distance, and not just physically. Sign 5. Hair and neck play. Hair twirling, neck exposure. She's showcasing, without saying a word. That's primal attraction. And if you see multiple of these in a cluster, she's not just being friendly, her body's calling you forward. Write this down. Use it in your next interaction. Then come back and tell us what you noticed. Because in the next section, I'll show you exactly what to do once these signals light up. Now that you can spot the signs, the question is, what the hell do you do with them? Because most men, even when they sense she's into them, freeze. They doubt, they overthink, and in that hesitation, the moment dies. But not you. Here's the playbook you follow when the signs show up. First, hold the frame. Don't get giddy. Don't break eye contact. Maintain your grounded presence. Let her feel that your energy doesn't spike just because she's interested. Second, mirror the energy. If she's leaning in, lean in slightly. If her voice drops, let yours match. Mirroring builds comfort fast, because it signals, I see you, I feel you. Third, escalate with purpose. She touched your arm. Next time she laughs, place your hand gently on her lower back. She stares at your mouth. Pause your words. Let the silence stretch. Create tension she feels in her spine. Fourth, lead the moment. You saw the signals. You responded. Now guide her. Move to a more private space. Make a confident suggestion. Take the lead without asking for permission. Because once her biology signals green, she wants to feel that you can act. If you've ever hesitated at the moment of truth, re-watch this section. This is where connection turns real. Coming up, the hidden opponent that kills 90% of male progress, and most men don't even see it. There's a reason most men never make it past the first level. And it's not because they're weak. It's because they're trained to misread the game. Your real opponent isn't her. It's not even other men. It's the invisible script you've been running since boyhood. You were taught to be nice, to wait your turn, to respect her space, even when she's screaming yes with her body. You were trained to obey social rules, but those rules don't apply in the arena of desire. Every time you mistook politeness for interest, every time you overanalyzed instead of escalating, every time you waited for the right moment while she silently moved on, you paid the price. And the stakes, years lost in the friend zone, sleepless nights replaying what you should have said, watching less charismatic men get what you wanted, because they understood the game you were too polite to play. This isn't about becoming aggressive. It's about waking up. Because the moment you recognize the enemy is the script inside you, you finally get the power to rewrite it. If this hits deep, share it with a brother who's still playing by the old rules. Next up, your protocol. 4 moves. Locked in. Field tested. You've seen the signs. You've unmasked the lies. Now let's put it into a system you can use. Anytime. Anywhere. This is your attraction response protocol. 4 steps. 0 fluff. All field tested. Step 1. Observe. Walk in alert, not desperate. Scan for pupil dilation, proximity shifts, mouth gazes, self-touching, voice drops. If you're not watching, you're not playing. Step 2. Cluster. Don't react to just one signal. Look for 3 or more. She leans in, touches her hair, and stares at your mouth. That's not coincidence. It's a biological pattern. Step 3. Respond. Match her energy without overdoing it. Hold her gaze. Let silences linger. Add light touch during key emotional spikes. Don't overspeak. Lead with tension. Step 4. Test. Drop a subtle invitation. Let's find somewhere quieter. If she follows, if the eye contact lingers, if the vibe thickens, you're greenlit. If she pulls away, you've lost nothing, because you're calibrated. This protocol isn't about manipulation. It's about clarity and action. No more hesitation. No more confusion. Just precision. Screenshot this protocol. Burn it into your brain. And try it tonight. Then, come back and tell us how it changed the dynamic. Up next, we zoom out. Because with great awareness comes ethical power, and not every man can handle it. Let's be clear, this isn't a game for boys chasing ego highs. This is about sexual intelligence, not manipulation. Because the moment you start reading her signals accurately, you'll hold a kind of power most men never access. The ability to know, without guessing. If she's open to you, to move with confidence, not confusion, to lead, without forcing. But with that power comes a test. Will you use it to connect or to conquer? When a woman's body signals arousal, she's opening a window of trust. It's unconscious, it's biological, but it's still vulnerability. And how you respond defines your character. This isn't about hacking attraction. It's about meeting desire with presence, not pressure. It's about holding your masculine center while honoring her comfort and pace. Real men don't push, they invite. They don't manipulate, they read. They lead, and they listen because she's not looking for control. She's looking for a man who can handle the truth she's too conditioned to say out loud. You're not here to fake anything. You're here to embody something. Awareness, groundedness, respect backed by strength. If that's the standard you hold for yourself, hit subscribe. This channel is for men walking the edge with honor. And now, let's seal it. The final decision is yours. You've got a choice now, and it's not theoretical. It's not motivational fluff. It's the line between men who watch attraction pass them by and men who step into it with clarity and presence. You can go back to hoping, back to guessing, back to waiting for signs you don't recognize, getting stuck in friend zones, ghosted, confused, why she's suddenly lost interest. That's option one. Or you can move forward with sexual clarity, understand the biology behind her behavior, read her nervous system like second nature, and respond like a man who owns the moment, because her body tells you everything you need to know. If you're sharp enough to read it, if you're calm enough to lead it, and if you're grounded enough to respect it, this isn't about being the loudest guy in the room. It's about being the one who knows what's real and acts accordingly. So choose, stay blind, or wake up. If you're done guessing, hit subscribe. We're building a tribe of high-awareness men, and you just stepped in. Next video, we'll show you how to escalate from signal to spark, because she's not waiting forever. And now, you don't have to either. Let's talk about you, the man watching this, not out of curiosity, but out of frustration. You've played by the rules. You've been the good guy. You listened. You cared. You respected space. And still, you were overlooked, ignored, misread, used, told you were so sweet, while she gave her body to someone else. You're not a loser. You're not broken. You're just untrained, unaware of how attraction really works, beneath the smiles and small talk. And that's your wound, invisibility. Not knowing whether she's interested or just polite. Second-guessing every interaction. Living in your head instead of leading from your core. You've been denied something primal. The right to know where you stand. To move without shame. To trust your read of the moment without waiting for permission. This content isn't for every man. It's for the high-functioning nice guy who's tired of losing silently. It's for the intelligent man who feels like he's missing just one piece. It's for the men who want to lead, not chase. If that's you, welcome home. This channel was built for you. Tuitor. Drop a comment below with one moment you misread, and let's rewrite the pattern. Because next, we map your emotional journey. And it's not just psychological, it's biological. Every man watching this has been on an emotional ride, but maybe you never realized it had a map. Until now. It starts with confusion. She smiles. She laughs. She texts back. But something feels off. You're reading signals that aren't signals. Then comes frustration. You replay conversations. You wonder what you missed. You feel that tension, like you're always one step behind the moment. And then, anger. Not at her. At the system. At the years you spent following advice that never worked. At being invisible to women you actually wanted. But that anger doesn't break you. It awakens you. You hit the realization. It's not about charm. It's about biology. About awareness. About decoding the unspoken. And finally, empowerment. You start to see the signs. You remember that last interaction. And it clicks. She was into me. And I missed it. Not anymore. You're no longer hoping. You're observing, leading, acting. That emotional shift. It's transformation. And it's what keeps men coming back. Not for tricks, but for truth. If you felt that shift, like something inside just turned on, comment with, "I see it now." You're not alone. And next, we reveal the silent weapons behind retention. And why this video hit you harder than others. Let's pull back the curtain. Because this video didn't hit hard by accident. It hit because it mirrored the exact biology it exposed. Here's how tone, masculine, calm, no hype, no gimmicks, just cold clarity, like a mentor breaking it down by firelight. That's not style, that's signal matching. When her body speaks in whispers, our tone teaches you to hear them. Pacing. It breathes. Moments stretch. Then strike. We don't overload. We pierce. Every 15 seconds. We drop a reversal. A punchline. A twist. Because that's how the male brain locks in rhythm. Tension. Release. Visuals. Zooms on pupil dilation. Overlays of posture shifts. Dynamic arrows tracing body language. Slow-mo shots of mouth glances. Hand brushing. Neck exposure. Each visual cue supports the invisible signal you're learning to see. Sound design. Minimalist. Sub-bass pulses during tension. Heartbeat fades. Brief silences before emotional spikes. Because silence, when timed right, makes the truth echo louder. These are the meta-signals behind this video's grip. It's not just what we say. It's how we say it that keeps you locked in. Want more videos with this level of psychological precision? Hit the bell icon. Don't miss what comes next, because now we position this video in your transformation journey. And it's just the first doorway. This isn't just a video, it's an entry point, a doorway into a deeper masculine awakening. Think of it like this. Most men find us when they're stuck, confused by women's signals, tired of being misled by charm. So we don't start with theory or tactics. We start with pain, specifically the pain of not knowing if she's actually into you. That's why this video lives at the top of the funnel. It hooks with truth. It disrupts illusions. It wakes you up. Because only once you've faced that first layer of blindness can you move into mastery. What's next? Mid-funnel content. That's where we show you how to escalate, how to lead, how to read a woman's micro signals in real time and turn them into tension, connection, and intimacy. And then, deep funnel. That's where we take you behind the curtain. Long-form trainings, frame control mastery, sexual leadership, emotional calibration. The stuff that separates a competent man from an irresistible one. This video, it's the spark, but it's just one piece. You're standing at the edge of something much bigger. If this lit a fire, don't just dive deeper. Check the next link in the description. You'll see what you've been missing. And finally, we reveal who's been talking to you this whole time and why it matters. You've probably felt it by now. This isn't some dating guru hyping you up. This is different, and that's intentional. I'm not here to entertain you. I'm not here to impress you. I'm here to awaken you. Think of me like the mentor-warrior hybrid. I've taken the hits. I've chased the wrong women. I've been confused by politeness and crushed by false hope. But I didn't stay broken. I studied. I paid attention. And I rebuilt. From instinct, from science, from biological truth. So now, I pass that on. Not as a coach, as a man who's walked the minefield and made it out with clarity. That's why I don't sugarcoat. I don't tell you what feels good. I tell you what works. Because you don't need hype. You need awareness, precision, and masculine presence. This narrator voice you hear, it's not a brand. It's a battle-tested filter. One that cuts through the noise and gives you the signal. If that voice resonates, it means you're ready, not to be told what to do, but to finally understand why it hasn't worked until now. Subscribe. Lock in. Share this with the one friend who's still stuck in the illusion. Stay soft and confused, or become dangerous in all the right ways.